Today's show is brought to you by GoDaddy. Buy your own domain name, build your site, or use any of GoDaddy's business tools and save 30%. Just go to trygodaddy.com/HWT. That's trygodaddy.com/HWT. Hey there, hi there, ho there. That was stupid too. I'm trying to change it up, but I can't do it. Welcome to Hey We're Talking. It's just me and Derek right now. Bob is predisposed at the moment. He's literally, it was supposed to be here, but he's in the middle of something. A highly classified transaction that he's got going on.
We couldn't wait. So here we are.
Yeah.
To talk about whatever topic we're about to talk about.
We are. We're just going to talk about whatever Bob put on the spreadsheet, and we're going to kick its butt. It's going to be one of the best shows probably ever. I'm just going to predict that right now. What do you think?
Yeah, it'll definitely be like top 145
definitely
that we've ever done.
It's going to be in the top 145 shows that have happened. So, all right. Let me just say this right off the bat. I don't know if you know this, Derek, but we have started to pick up some people listening to the show that are not like our friends or people we know from other ventures. Have you noticed this?
I don't really know. I see people comment on Facebook and on YouTube, that I just assume are like Bob's friends that he's making watch.
No, we're starting to get some people that just came across our podcast, which is kind of interesting. It's fun.
Well, that's kind of been the goal, right?
Yeah, from the very beginning. We thought, hey, instead of just every single person that we know listening to the podcast, how about some people we don't know?
Well, that's cool. Thanks, guy, whoever you are.
No, there's more. There's more than
we
one.
Got one. We got one.
We
got another one.
Yeah,
yes.
We did. We snagged one. That's it. No, I'm kidding. There's been a couple people recently. Speaking of listeners, I wanted to throw something out there. I totally forgot the name of the person, too. Dang it. I said something bad about cats, and somebody commented on the video. Somebody from the pipe community. They were like, hey, Scott, I have a cat. Thanks for calling me an idiot, or something like that. And I was like, I don't know what to say because I don't like cats. I don't think you're truly an idiot, but I probably said it
for comedic purposes.
Yeah. Do you?
Who was it? I'm looking it up.
Okay, look it up. YouTube. I'll try to look it up too at the same time. But I want to apologize. But when I went to in our thing where we can like leave responses or whatever, it wouldn't let me leave a response. So I'm wondering if the person deleted it. So I don't want to say who it is necessarily on the air, but
okay.
Just know that I was probably just being a dork. I really do hate cats though, but it's not like if I met you in person, I wouldn't be like, "Oh, you have a cat? What a jerk. What an idiot." I wouldn't do that. So
it's probably this Cheryl Donnelly person that always comments.
Cheryl does not like cats either. So, no, it was not her. I can guarantee you. Part of the thing is, and I think I've said this on the show before, I'm allergic to cats. Like, really, really allergic. So
there are like multiple allergy pills out there, Scott.
Dude,
it's like the golden age of medication.
Dude.
There's Claritin, there's Allegra, there's Zyrtex.
Yeah.
There's
I'm on Allegra.
Benadryl. There's Flonase.
I'm on Allegra.
I mean,
listen.
There's no excuses, Scott.
When I was a kid, this little baby black kitten, I found this little baby black kitten, and it was like abandoned. I brought it home, and I was like, Dad, can I keep this cat? And first of all, in the Donnelly household, no pets. No pets. We should do a whole episode about that someday, because now that's why I'm obsessed with dogs. No pets. My dream was to have a puppy as a kid. I used to have this little poster of a kid laying in bed, And the puppy, was laying on the feet of this kid at the foot of the bed, keeping him safe. So they got me the poster, but no puppy. Anyway, found this cat, brought it home, was cuddling. Oh, it's such a cute cat. And my eyes swelled shut. Just completely swollen shut.
Well, that was probably during, Depression era, World War II era, 1930s, 1940s America. No. Because you're so old, Scott. You're so old,
I am.
As you like to tell us.
How old is he?
So Allegra and Zyrtec and Claritin were probably not around. Probably the guy who invented that was not born yet because you're so old.
Not true.
So, so that stuff wasn't around. But we have pretty good allergy medications, so you could probably have a cat.
Okay, Derek,
probably be around cats today.
I am never going to doubt your medical fortitude, your understanding of medicine, but I'm just going to tell you. I take Allegra, and we've had friends in the past that have had cats, and I go to their house, and I get itchy all over. I get sneezy.
That's why you add another one, or you change to Claritin. Yeah, it happens. They work on different mechanisms. Certain allergies hit certain receptors.
You're telling I have to take 2 Allegra before I go to somebody's house?
No, maybe you could take Claritin and Allegra, or just try one of the whatever one works the best.
This sounds like advice that might put me in the grave. Although I think I'm going to get burned up. I don't want to go on the ground. That's another one we should talk about. I wish Bob was here to write these down. Do you want to get burned up, or you want to get put in a box? It's
I don't
really
care.
Morbid, but
I'm going to be gone.
Be dead.
Whatever's cheapest.
Part of the thing is I don't want everybody coming around and looking at my doctored up dead body. Just burn it.
You'll have a nice smile.
No, that's the worst part. There will not be. The mouth is always jacked up.
Well, it's
sewn
it's
shut,
just whatever. It's just whatever helps the family with closure the most. It's really that's what a funeral's for. It's not about you, dead guy. It's about the family celebrating your life, saying goodbye.
That's true.
Attaining some closure.
That's true.
Sending you off to the great beyond.
I'll tell them to keep me on ice and let everybody get a look and then burn me. Because I want it to.
What is ice?
I want people to just come and see a good picture of me and be like, Scott was pretty cool, except for he was kind of a jerk. He was mean to people who like cats.
Yeah. And, I'm a guy, I've owned cats, and I've always considered myself a dog person, but I still like cats.
Okay.
I was around cats in Nashville, or as I like to call it, Catsville. No, my brother and his wife have a couple of cats, and I really enjoyed being around the cats. They're fun. Everybody thinks their
people.
Yeah, they do. Everybody thinks their cat's different. You ever notice that?
Yes.
He's not a typical cat.
Yeah, he's totally different. He'll come up and want you to pet him and stuff. No.
Yeah, but
they only want you for what they need. Other than that, they could literally care less about you.
No.
Dogs are for really shallow people like me who need constant love and attention.
Well, I think we're treading on, we've already talked about this territory.
So what? It's
okay.
fine. But speaking of your family, look at that transition I'm going for here.
Way to go.
We're going to talk about family holiday traditions because we're just a few days before the holiday of Thanksgiving. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. I asked Derek before, does he have family holiday traditions? And he was just kind of gave me this I don't know. So who knows where this could go? I think there's one I'm going to bring up that I've seen you do. It should be a tradition. So we'll talk about it. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to dig because I don't think I really have a lot of family holiday traditions. I can talk about some that Cheryl's family used to have. And, but we have a very weird family. Very weird family.
Yeah,
Mom,
you've made
Dad,
that
I hate to, they're probably thinking, we did stuff. No, not really. No. Like, I'm thinking of things like, so did your family like go caroling or anything like that?
We never really went caroling. That seems like a thing that you would do like in a snow-covered country where people can dress up in
Right.
in like traditional garb.
Well, I lived in a snow-covered area, and no caroling. I mean, I did go with my youth group at church a couple of times, but that was just for the opportunity to maybe kiss a girl. That's it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to sing at people's houses.
So you were like looking to kiss a girl like in the group, or were you like trying to like kiss somebody at whose house, deck the halls with boughs of holly, and then you're like, is it good? Excuse me. Yeah. Or are you trying to like,
Listen, let's
press
be
the
real.
girl next?
So I started dating Cheryl when I was 16 years old. Okay, so 16 and younger, I'm sure that I was just looking for any kisses available. I don't know about you. I mean, they had to be moderately attractive.
Yeah. Could have been Cheryl. Could have been the youth pastor's wife. Could have been.
No, when I found Cheryl, man, that was it. I knew it. That was it. I was smitten. And I lived in the mitten at the time.
I don't know what that means.
Michigan is a mitten.
Oh God. Stop
You've never heard that before?
No.
Yes.
I'm from Texas.
Dude, look at a map.
Why would I ever how could I ever associate that?
Michigan, everyone knows that Michigan looks like a hand.
I've never made that connection.
You literally have never looked at a map of the United States?
I've looked at a map, but Michigan's got you got the bottom part and the top part. You got the bottom thing and then the hook up top.
Right. Look how you're squeezing your hand to try and make it not look like a hand. It literally looks like this.
Yeah. For those of you who are
it
listening
looks like
via
me
podcast.
with my hand up and my fingers together and my thumb stuck out. You know what? Why people don't need to know what it looks like if they're not watching? Because everyone knows that Michigan looks like a hand.
We have
Florida looks like a panhandle.
I was just I'm gonna talk about. There's a nurse that I work with. Hey, Alina. She's from Belarus, right?
Okay.
She's from Belarus. That's one of the former,
Soviet
Union. Yeah. And she came over to America about 9 years ago, and lives here. And she told me that when she was in high school, they studied geography and they studied the states.
Yeah.
So I'm they had to they were because I was talking to her about countries over there like Moldova and Latvia,
which we probably can't point out on a map.
Yeah. She was like I'd say that I've never heard of them, but I've heard of them. And I was like, yeah, it's like saying you've never heard of Oklahoma. And she goes, actually, I've heard about Oklahoma since high school.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? And she's like, oh, we had to study the United States. We had to
they
learn
wanted to invade us and take it over, make it communist.
So I'm like, that's hilarious. What's the capital of Kentucky? In this Belarusian.
Now you're making me think about what is the capital of Kentucky. I used
Frankfurt.
to know all of them. Is it Frankfurt? Okay.
We need to do a capitals quiz because I remember I bet you I could get at least 45 out of 50.
What is the ones where people get tripped up are in the northwestern, middle north area. So if you get over towards Washington and Oregon, Wyoming, Idaho. I mean, Idaho's easy, Boise, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But Wyoming, I think I know what it is. Do you know what it is?
Cheyenne.
Yeah. How about Oregon?
Salem.
Yes. Look at you. And Washington.
Olympia.
Yeah. Look at you. Montana.
Helena.
Look at this guy go. We could do all of them. South Dakota?
Pierre.
I don't know about that one. North Dakota.
Bismarck.
Yes, I knew that one. Yeah, those are the tricky ones. I think
Yeah,
other
girl.
ones are easier. I think
the
those
one-
are easy.
The ones that I'd probably slip up on are like the capital of like New Hampshire, or
yeah, that's true. Northeastern ones are tough.
or like Connecticut or something like that.
Isn't Concord, Connecticut?
Something like that. And one of them's Hartford. I don't know. Yeah. New Hampshire?
Yeah. No, I'm not going to know New Hampshire. Maine. What about Maine?
Maine is Augusta.
Look at that. See, when you're saying them, I go, yeah, that's correct. But I wouldn't have been able to throw that one out myself.
Yeah, I think Vermont is like Montpelier or something like that.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
Dude. All right. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to see if we can figure out any family holiday traditions besides me going caroling so I can kiss young teens. When I was a teenager, though.
Yeah.
Good grief. I don't want to get in trouble. Climate we're living in. I better shut my mouth. All right. We'll be right back. Fast, simple, and affordable. That's what registering your domain name with GoDaddy will be. Fast, simple, affordable. And if you listen to this show, Hey, We're Talking, you know you're getting a discount, 30% off if you go to trygodaddy.com/HWT. Again, 30% off. All you have to do is go to trygodaddy.com/HWT for 30% off your domain name and other business services provided by GoDaddy. Hey everybody, it's Scott from Hey, We're Talking. You've heard us talk about Gamefly.com before. The basics are this. They've got over 8,000 titles for every gaming platform you can think of, and they're giving you a 30-day free trial. That's right, 30-day free trial for you, the listeners of Hey, We're Talking. You want to play video games? You want to be a champ at video games? Go to gameflyoffer.com/HWT. That's gameflyoffer.com/HWT for your 30-day free trial. All right. So we're back, and it's me, Scotty D, and Derek Tant. We're Bob Peel-less at the moment, but he'll be back.
You've been peeled.
We've been peeled. So, yeah, so Derek had to like step away for a minute. He comes back, and he's telling me, kind of what's going on, and then he goes, and the UPS guy was here. I had to get my turkey cannon. What in the world is a turkey cannon?
So what comes to mind when you think of turkey cannon?
I feel like it's something that shoots a turkey.
Well, guess what, Scott? That's not the thing.
Oh.
And by the way, I'm sure it was just I'm sure it was like a short commercial break, but I was actually away for like 5 minutes, It
felt like eternity. I was like, is he ever coming back?
I'm back.
No,
I'm wanting to do more turkey cooking. I want to do some of that. My mom usually cooks the turkey, or my mother-in-law cooks a turkey, which is a mighty fine family tradition for us on Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Turkey and gravy and dressing. But I have this smoker, right? You remember that pellet smoker, that pellet grill that I have?
Yep.
Well, are you familiar with the concept of beer can chicken?
Yes.
You put a can of beer into the cavity of the chicken.
You violate the chicken with the beer can. You cook it, and it turns out moist and tasty.
Yeah, because the heat is creating steam from inside the beer can, and it's cooking it on both sides. Well, the turkey cannon is this device. It looks like a cannon. It does look like a bazooka.
Yeah.
But all you're doing is you're sliding it into the cavity of the turkey so that it sits upright, and you can put like broth or apple juice or even beer into the base of the cannon, and it helps the turkey cook in a smoker or even in an oven like twice as fast, because
that's amazing.
Keeps it juicy, keeps it moist. So that's all.
So
all
you're going to be the turkey cooker this year.
I'm actually gonna be testing this.
Yeah, okay.
It's gonna be a test run at work. I'm gonna be working Thanksgiving week or this week or whatever week I'll be working.
It is Thanksgiving week, yes.
It's Thanksgiving. Is this Monday of Thanksgiving week? Well, then I'm going to work tonight,
yes.
And it's gonna be like 7 days in a row. Who knows how we're gonna get all these episodes recorded?
Oh my gosh. So anyway, turkey cannon. So you're basically just ramrodding this through the turkey, violating it for one last time before you eat it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It sounds delicious. I would like to try it. So save me a piece.
Okay, I'll mail you one.
Oh, can you imagine? He's so nasty. I think people do mail food though, not like something like that. But you look like you're gonna sneeze. Oh my goodness! Oh,
you said something. Oh my gosh! Whenever that, I don't know what it is. But every time I have to sneeze, and someone does that preemptive "bless you," like whenever you do that thing.
I just said you're gonna sneeze.
Yeah, but I guess that does the same thing.
Okay.
But whenever you do that ramp up because your face squeezes together, your eyes shut, and you're like, you kind of lean back. You're getting everything ready to go, and someone's like, "Bless you." And then,
if you look up towards the light, supposedly it's supposed to help you sneeze.
Yeah, they call it the photic sneeze reflex or something.
Man, you are just a wealth of amazing trivia. I love it. It's like stuff that's helpful, though. I would never know the name of that.
It's a thing. Sometimes if you have that sensation to sneeze, you just look at the light and it does something. If I feel it like concentrate between my eyes to my nose, and I'm like, here we go.
I have like the most obnoxious sneeze. It's very loud. I'm not a quiet sneezer. And my mom does this thing where she suppresses it, and you literally can hear her spine crackling because she's like, and she just doesn't let it out. And so it's like, you can just hear everything exploding inside of her.
Yeah.
It's bad.
When I was a kid, I heard my dad sneeze, and his was very like obnoxiously loud.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, what is the deal with this guy sneezing? But as I got older, because I used to have a very restrained sneeze.
Oh.
It was very posh
you
sneeze.
Finally
like
found yourself, and you're just letting it all go.
Then it's like, as I got older, it felt amazing to just
let that thing rip, dude.
Unleash the fury.
So my dad also would do this thing where he would not just go like achoo. He would be like achoo, like he'd do like a little thing on it. He'd do a little
goofy holler,
melodic holler at the end. Yeah. So, but I don't do that. I just go like I just let it blast, and Cheryl's always like, "What the heck?" And I'm like, "Look, I had to sneeze. What am I going to do?"
See, that's the kind of trivia and factoids about your dad that we need to hear, not just, my dad thinks you're an idiot and he hates cats. No pets in the house.
No, my dad just never wanted to have a pet because they're messy. He let us have fish. We had goldfish. Mine literally committed suicide. Just jumped out of the bowl one night. Died. I must have played with him too much. You're not supposed to play with fish, but I probably was like, "Hey, fish, let's play." And it was probably like, "Oh, my God, please just kill me." And he jumped out. All right, speaking of dead fish, let's talk about family holiday traditions. Because I think we're finally going to get to it. I'll be honest. I don't think, for Thanksgiving especially, I don't remember anything particularly like a tradition that we did. We did watch the Peanuts cartoon for Thanksgiving, like that week. They would always have that on. Snoopy dressed up like a pilgrim and all that stuff.
I like that one.
It's a good one.
But it's like, how come Peppermint Patty is just like running around willy-nilly on Thanksgiving without telling her parent? Like, how is she getting away with that? Like, I'm just going to come over to your house, Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
How? No.
It was a different time. Listen, that's just like when you're watching the show Stranger Things. Those kids, the parents of those kids, but that's how it was in the 80s. I'm just thinking back when I was a kid. I mean, in my household, you had to be there for the holidays. But dude, you would just go places and they wouldn't have no idea where you are. But Peppermint Patty should not have been out trolling around on Thanksgiving. Yeah. It's not okay.
It's weird. For Thanksgiving, I don't know. I usually would sleep in a little bit. Sometimes we would catch parts of the of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. But for the most part, I'm like, who cares? You know?
I am like such a Grinch because I don't understand parades at all. They are so like my mind. When people are like, "Hey, we're gonna go down to the parade," I'm just like, who wants to go do that? That's stupid. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about me. I told Cheryl this year, I was like, I really want to try to like make some Christmas traditions that are just for us, you know, and stuff like that. Because I am like the worst. I don't hate Christmas or I don't hate Thanksgiving. In fact, I love Thanksgiving. And Christmas when I was a kid, I really enjoyed it a lot. But I'm not into all these like, let's go, you know, watch a parade. Although I'm going to try. I'm going to try this year to do one of those things where
I love a parade.
It's so stupid.
Hey, come on, a parade's fun.
No, it's freezing cold in Michigan when they do the Thanksgiving Day parade. Why would I want to stand outside and watch floats go by?
I don't know. I mean, I'm only used to Texas parades, and I'm not even kidding. Last year they delayed the Christmas parade
it was too cold.
on account of cold weather.
Yeah, see? Dude,
it's December. Come on.
And where I lived at the time when I was growing up, the parade was in downtown Detroit, which was not the nicest of places when I was growing up. So you'd also have to go down to the middle of Detroit and watch this parade. I can just hear people in Michigan right now yelling at me. It was still good. Okay, whatever.
It probably was, and probably is.
It's probably good now. Yeah.
But you're a paradist, all right?
Yeah, I am. I'm an anti-parader.
Yeah. You're a paracist or a paradist.
Oh, my gosh. But this year, I am going to try. Oh, gosh. Even thinking about doing this just sounds stupid to me.
Well, what else? What
I got to tell you, though, what I'm thinking about doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. What else are you going to try?
These things where you can stay in your car and drive through like a lights show for Christmas.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try that. Even though I think it is the dumbest thing in the universe.
Oh, come on, dude. We have that here.
Just looking at lights? Why?
We call it the Trail of Lights in our city park.
Yeah.
And Big Spring, Texas, where I live, we are the lighted poinsettia capital of Texas. And we have that on a billboard somewhere.
Do you have like a radio station you can tune into that they have music for it and stuff?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I want to try because Cheryl really loves Christmas. She listens to Christmas. We've talked about this, you and I, about people who just start celebrating way too early. She would listen to Christmas music in September if I wasn't like, dude, no. So,
but no, the Trail of Lights, you know, that thing where you go through, that is fun. That's neat.
Okay.
I mean, it's only going to take probably 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But I know here locally at our city park, the city we live in is called Big Spring. So guess what we have? We have a big spring.
Yeah.
Well, the spring itself kind of ran dry. And
wow, you're not even really Big Spring anymore then.
Well, they've kind of renovated. They recently like renovated that whole area where the spring is or was.
Yeah.
They've tried to like retap the spring and do a lot of landscaping in the area. So there's sculptures and historical markers that they dedicated it yesterday. Like I need to go see it.
Okay.
But like they've completely renovated the place and they're going to bring in like they're going to purchase like a giant Christmas tree. I think it's going to be an artificial Christmas tree,
like Rockefeller Center.
Yeah,
except for not a real one.
Not a real one, but that's where the Trail of Lights always goes through that spring area.
That's cool.
Where the spring is, and so they're wanting to incorporate like a big giant Christmas tree into that, and so I'm like, that's cool. It's nice.
That'll be fun.
I do like that tradition. I also, when I'm off, and I will be off for Christmas Eve this year, I like going to the church candlelight Christmas Eve service.
I never did that either until I started dating Cheryl. Her family went to it, and I went. But I never did that at my church when I was a kid. I don't remember anyway.
Well, you know, it's nice. You sing a few hymns, a few Christmas songs.
It's usually Christmas Eve, right?
Yeah, it's Christmas evening. Yeah,
Yeah.
Christmas Eve evening at 6 p.m. They usually do it, and everybody gets a little candle. We sing some Christmas carols. They do Lord's Supper,
Yeah.
and then I think they finish up with like Silent Night or the Lord's Prayer. They
Yeah.
dim the lights, and everybody lights the candle, and
They got
free
they got the
bird.
little cardboard thing so that the wax doesn't burn your hand.
Oh, dude, the cardboard's out now. It's like a plastic thing.
Oh, it's not even a real candle anymore.
No, it's the candle's real, but it sets in this plastic thing that you can
okay.
hold,
Okay.
like a little. Yeah, you
Man,
get
we've
it.
really that's amazing. The technology has just really moved up.
Oh yeah, church
Church is on the cutting
technology.
edge now.
We went to like this. I think we had gone to one of these Christian bookstores like Mardell's or something. We were looking for something specific, but they had like a lot of church supplies.
Yeah.
It's just odd to see like the different stuff
Yeah.
that you could buy for a church for sale.
Oh yeah.
Like anointing oil,
Right.
and like holy oils and things like that. It's like $10.
I worked at a Christian bookstore like in probably I was in high school, I guess, or just
Of course you did.
or just graduated high school, and they used to have these candies, Christian candies that were called Testaments. And there was a cologne called Shiloh. Just like ridiculous stuff. Like the stuff that Jesus would have flipped the tables over in the money changing things.
Absolutely, yeah.
I used to picture Jesus coming into the Christian bookstore and just starting to whip people and flip things over. Although that wasn't the house of the Lord, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so I did want to mention one thing about Thanksgiving that my family did not do, but Cheryl's did. They would go bowling on Thanksgiving on the actual day.
That's crazy. That's cool.
But like
that's
I
crazy.
found out it's not like some special thing that I missed out on. I've heard of lots of people that do that. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
It might be a
I hear-
Michigan thing.
I know a lot of people like to go to the movies on Christmas Day.
No, Thanksgiving Day.
I know that. I know what you're saying. Yeah, but
Yeah,
like, but
Christmas Day, I can remember people started to go to the movies and stuff. Of course, in our household, the movies were sinful, so we didn't get to go to the movie theater very often.
Yeah, maybe you don't share that. Maybe share more about the achoo.
Yeah, there you okay. I got you. I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Share some of the fun stuff, not the oppressive things.
I will tell you this. My mom made amazing Thanksgiving meals. My brother has kind of taken that over now. I've only been to like 2 of his Thanksgivings since he's been kind of doing it, but Mom makes good food. Also, we have to mention this one Thanksgiving tradition that you and I both have because of where we live. Detroit Lions and Dallas Cowboys. Yep.
Oh yeah.
You guys get your own game. We get our own game. And usually the
Yep.
Lions embarrass themselves on national TV. So there
Yep.
you go.
And I had to miss, I guess, the Cowboys play. What are we on Monday? So last night they played.
No. They played Sunday night. You're right, against the Eagles.
Against the Eagles.
And
I had
they
to miss
lost
it.
so bad. I mean, they got crushed.
I don't know. We might want to recheck that score.
I think they're going to get decimated without Ezekiel Elliott and their left tackle. Sean Lee's out. They're in trouble. And the Eagles are really good this year.
But they're going to be. I mean, they were at home. Golly, why are we doing this?
I know. Why are you trying to keep up the facade? It doesn't matter.
Facade. Yeah, I'm going to miss the game.
Yes, you are.
Because I'm going to a live event. I'm going to see Vicki Lawrence perform as Mama from Rama's Family.
And tell them what happened. We'll squeeze this in. We're way over time, but I want you to squeeze this in.
Okay. Yeah, this is funny. The theater called me yesterday. They were like, "Hey, Mr. Tant, we just want to let you know that we're going to be closing the balcony because I got tickets in the dress circle.
Mama couldn't get enough people to buy tickets up there, so
So they moved us, and we're like super close to the front of the stage now. But I was looking online like over the last few weeks, like just to see how many more tickets were available.
Mm-hmm.
So many tickets available, and I was like, that's what happens when they schedule a performance during a Cowboys game.
See? Come on, Mama. Hopefully she's such a consummate professional that she still gives it her all.
If I happen to, I doubt I'll get to see her, but I would be like, sorry.
Yeah, when you talk to her, go, hey, we have been pumping up this show on Hey We're Talking like crazy, so this is the second time we've talked about it.
Why there's not a massive turnout, I don't know.
Yeah, Mama, what's going on?
But I'm sure she herself did not schedule the show. I mean, I'm sure she's got booking agents. And
can you just picture her like right now, like though, talking to like her agent or whoever's in charge of this and just screaming at him, why would you do that? I like to think of her being really angry.
She probably
she's tearing them up.
She's probably gonna get paid anyway,
right?
And she'll be all right.
She's phoning.
She probably won't be able to see the whole.
Yeah, make the lights really bright. What's the theater that she's going to be at?
The Wagner Noel Performing Arts Center.
Okay, Wagner. Make sure you guys make the lights a little brighter so she doesn't know how empty this little theater is. Is it a small theater?
It's not too small. I mean, I've seen some pretty good shows there, and it's got a few. I think it holds a few thousand people, 2,000 or 3,000 people.
Okay.
Saw Bryan Adams. Saw Brian Regan. I saw a lot of Brian.
Bryan Adams did a show that was in like a 3,000 seat arena.
Yeah.
Isn't he like kind of a big deal?
He is, and we've seen him at other like 5,000 or 6,000. But that show was sold out in Midland. That was in like 2012 or something.
All right, we're way over.
Okay.
And we didn't really talk about family holiday traditions, but maybe we'll talk about some more on the next show. You'll just have to wait and find out. All right. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for listening. We'll be back before you know.
Get well soon, Bob.